Hello, my peoples. It is Monday, December 27th, 2021. We are in Pine, Arizona, up at the top of our neighborhood. It's kind of partitioned into different sections, and if you look up at the top of that ridge, it's starting to a little bit of snow. There's my wife, Michelle, and we're walking, getting some exercise today out in the fresh air, out in nature. And I do think that being out in nature does a person good. I know for a fact I feel differently just being around all the trees and all the fresh air and just getting some different perspective. And we're kind of hoping it would snow, just to be in the snow, and then we'll get to leave. And so far, no snow. So, but it's just her and I. Skylie had to work, Peyton had to work, Emery wanted to stay home for friends, so we're just up here for a couple of days, and we've got some friends who live up here, so we'll hang out with them tonight. And I guess what's been on my mind lately is, no doubt the last couple of years have affected people differently, and it's changed some people. And it's changed some people for the better, and it's changed some people for the worse. And I don't know if everybody actually sees themselves. And I've been really trying to see myself from a different perspective, and that's part of why I'm doing this, is just maybe as I puke my guts out to the camera and then I rewatch it, like something comes out that is how I feel, something I need to work on, something, or just even recognizing something cool I'm doing. I have no idea. So who knows? But it was Christmas Eve, and I was talking to a really good friend of mine, and I've known this guy, met him in 2008. We were day trading together, and he would help me, to the point that I actually started to refer to him as Coach. I plugged him in my phone as Coach, and for the last, I guess, 13 years, going on 14 years, like, he's been Coach. And Friday we're talking, Christmas Eve, he's telling me about his life, telling me about his holiday plans, mentioning to me that his dog's not feeling so good. His dog is 12, 13 years old, probably gonna pass away. And through all that, he just casually says, those idiots who won't get vaccinated. And a few weeks ago, we had a major blow up. Like, he is on the side of that if you don't get vaccinated, you don't care about people, you're basically a walking executioner. And even though vaccinated people can pass it, catch it, get sick, like, he's got a lot of feelings attached to it. And now in his mind, he's classified, I guess, 50% of America as idiots. And this guy was an amazing friend to me, an amazing friend, supported me through everything, all through my addiction, never judged me, only tried to help me, really introduced me into a lot of different ways of looking at things, got me involved with Landmark Forum, got me involved with accountability. I'd meet with him once a week, every week. We'd have breakfast, we'd talk about what we wanted to accomplish the following week, and then the next week we would kind of review what we had talked about the previous week and kind of hold each other accountable in a way that only pushed each other's personal growth. We were both, like, really hungry for personal growth, and it's shocking to me that now he is so close-minded and biased that he has just resorted to, like, name calling and dismissing the fact that there's a possibility that 50% of the country could be confused. There's a possibility that 50% of the country could be misinformed. There could be a possibility that 50% of the country are just wrong. They've just decided and they're wrong. But that doesn't necessarily make them idiots. And after I didn't say anything during that conversation, because last time I said anything to him, he seriously turned into the Incredible Hulk, like rage, like cursing like crazy. I mean, he's got hate in his heart because he's so frightened of this idea that somehow there are people to blame for the deaths, and I happen to be in that group. And this person, I love him. He's my friend, a true friend. And so I sent him this other video, that if you want to watch it, I'll send it to you. It doesn't say anything about Democrats. It doesn't say anything about Republicans. It doesn't say anything about Anthony Fauci. It doesn't say anything about that. All it says, it concentrates on the idea that that within coronavirus, within all this massive change that's taken place in our society, that there are going to be side effects from it. There are going to be people who are more depressed, suicidal. They go back to their addictions. They might have, and ultimately there are a lot of people that don't know who to trust, because there's been so much conflict in mainstream media, social media, amongst friends, amongst loved ones, doesn't matter. There is a lot of conflicting information. And so that's where I'm at. There's a lot of conflicting information. And I've always been that if a person wants to get vaccinated, if that's what they feel like is best for themselves, then do it. Do what's best for you. But I do expect the same granted in return, that if I feel in my heart, and I also accept the possibility that I could be a total idiot. I could be. That is possible. I don't think I am. I know I have a bias to that, but I don't think I'm an idiot. I do think that I've measured all of this conflicting information. I've measured where I'm at on the demographic scale, and I'm just going to roll with 99.9% of people who catch coronavirus survive. That's me. That doesn't mean that's best for you. That's what's best for me. And I even, for my children that are 18 and older, if they feel like it's best for them to get vaccinated, God bless you. God bless you. Do it. Go for it. My wife wants to get vaccinated. I have my opinions. I have my position, but I'm going to support people, whatever they feel is best for themselves. And my friend used to be an advocate for that. My friend used to be a believer in that. And I sent him this video, and for an hour and a half, he went back and forth, wouldn't watch the video, wouldn't even entertain the idea, saw the video come through and somehow interpret it in his mind that it was Republican or Democrat or anti-fi. I have no idea what he was thinking, but he was so resistant. He had made up his mind what that video contained before even watching it. Wouldn't even consider what it was, and all it says is like, hey, we got a lot of people out in the world that really don't know who to trust, and so then maybe they're turning to God. Maybe they're turning to their spirituality, and that's what I've done. That's the only place I get peace. That's the only place I get comfort surrounding this, because there is so much conflicting information. And so people change, and maybe students outgrow their teachers, or maybe the student becomes the teacher. I don't know, but it's a hot issue. It doesn't have to be. And if you feel hate in your heart towards Democrats or Republicans or libtards or Trump-tards or any of that stuff, if you have that language, if those are part of your everyday language, then take a look at it, because you are being affected, and you are unconsciously putting anger in your orbit that is spreading to your fellow man. And at the end of the day, I do believe this is a divide and conquer mechanism. And when we use language like that, libtard, Trumptard, anti-Republican, anti-Democrat, like, you are complicit. You are participating. So get that out of your language. Remove it. And maybe it does sound Beatles. Maybe it does sound John Lennon, give peace a chance. But you know what? I think those guys were freaking onto something. And I do believe that love conquers all. But true love, not just loving the ones that you decide are okay to love. Like, he could create the possibility that the 50% of America are misinformed or confused or uneducated, anything like that. But to reduce it to insults and name calling, it's accelerating the divide and conquer, and we don't need any more of that in this world. We got enough of that, and especially from the good ones. And Coach is a good one. And so if you're watching this, I love you. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for being a part of my life. I love you. I love this gal right here. Have a good day.